Hi and welcome to Northwest Guitars. One of the questions we get asked a lot is what is the process for spraying guitar bodies, and there are lots of different ways of doing it. This is just one of the ways that we found works for us. So we'll take you through the different stages and the products that you're going to need in order to spray a body from start to finish. We're going to be spraying an Alder body today. Slightly different sort of technique than spraying an ash body, which would require grain filling first, basically to seal the pores, seal the wood, fill in any sort of grain, gaps in the grain, give you a smooth, and then basically just sand that off to get a smooth finish. With Alder that's not necessary, so we're just going to sand it off first of all, get it nice and smooth, then we're going to add these other products. So what we'll do is we'll take you through all the various steps that you're going to need. The first step, as I say, is sanding. So we've got some different grades of wet and dry sandpaper here. We've got some 400 grit, which we'll use to basically get a nice smooth finish on the body, and maybe go over it with 1200 if we feel we need to. Then we've got some 1500 that we'll use to polish it up later on. We've also got a sanding sealer. We're going to add a few coats of that just to seal the whole body, and then we're going to sand that flat to get a nice, really nice smooth surface to start applying the paint products on. Prep is key really, so the better the prep, the better the finish is going to turn out. We've then got kind of primer. In this case we're using white primer. It doesn't really matter whether you use white or grey primer, to be honest, you'll still get the same results. Again, a few coats of that. We've got a solid colour. We're going to be using a black in this case, and then it's optional really, it's not 100% necessary because all our solid paint colours, all our paint colours in fact, are a glossy finish, so you don't necessarily need to use anything over the top of them. But if you wanted a deeper shine and a bit more protection, then you could add a clear gloss, so we'll show you how to do that as well. I suppose the main question we get asked is how much of these products am I going to need? One can of each of these is more than enough to do a body of this size. You should get 2 or 3 bodies out of these products here. So more than enough with just 1 can of each. And again, you don't necessarily need the clear gloss. If you don't want, you can miss that step out and just polish up the black really well. Just got to be careful that you don't burn through the paint and go back to the primer, which is why we usually tend to put a clear gloss over the top. So that's pretty much it. It's a very simple process. Nitro is very easy to use, doesn't need to be sanded down in between coats because it's solvent based, so it's very, very simple to do. So we're going to take you through the process from start to finish, and hopefully at the end of it we'll have a nice shiny guitar body.